Hello students, this is your 6th unit in EVS, Air. Air is one of the natural resources. Air is present all around us. We can feel it but cannot see it. The earth is surrounded by layers of air called atmosphere. Air, being a mixture of many gases, is very essential for sustaining the life of animals and plants. Children, see, this is the picture of Earth's atmosphere. It is the layer of air. The layer of air is called as atmosphere. Next, air is the mixture of nitrogen. It is 78%. Oxygen 21%. Carbon dioxide 0.04%. Water vapor, noble gases and dust particles is 0.96%. The major component of air is nitrogen. It is 78%. And the carbon dioxide is the least component in air of about 0.04%. These are the components of air. Next, uses of air. We use oxygen in air for respiration. We cannot live without respiration. Animals and plants need oxygen for respiration. Oxygen is necessary for burning fuels. Now let us conduct an experiment to show that there is a presence of air. Children, see, this is a firki. You have played, I think. Almost all the students have played the firki. Hold the stick of the firki and place it in different directions in an open area. Making a simple firki, move it a little back and forth. Observe what happens. The firki rotates. How it rotates? Because there is air in the atmosphere which is helping this firki to rotate. What makes a firki to rotate? That is moving air. This shows that presence of air. This is a small experiment. You can do it in your home also. Let us learn characteristics of air.
Air has characteristics like it occupies space, it has weight, and also air exerts pressure. Air occupies space. Air is a substance that occupies space. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Air can be filled into things like balloons, tires, mattresses, etc. It is also because air occupies space that the football bladder and tubes in cars and bicycles can be inflated. We can fill air into a number of things and use them in different ways. So, we can understand that air occupies space. When we take an empty glass, it is actually not empty. There is air inside it. Air has weight. Many years ago, a great scientist called Galileo found out that air has weight. All objects which occupy space have some weight. The following experiment helps us to prove that air has weight. Take a stick which is 1 meter long. Take 2 blown up balloons and tie their strings at the 2 ends of the stick. Balance the stick by shifting the positions of the balloons. A small slit is made in one balloon so air may slowly escape from it. When all the air has escaped from one balloon, the other balloon with air in it goes down and the stick is not balanced now. From this, we can conclude that air has weight. Air exerts pressure. As we already know, air has weight. So, it exerts pressure also. Air exerts a pressure of 1 kilogram per square centimeter at sea level. We can prove this by an experiment. For this experiment, we need a plastic cup, water, and a stiff card. Take a plastic cup and pour water in it. Keep the stiff card on the cup and press it. Turn the cup upside down over a sink. Then take your hand away from the card. When you take your hand away from the card, the air below presses on the card and pushes it up. This shows that air exerts pressure.
Next, wind. The moving air is called wind. Wind has enormous energy. If there is heavy wind blowing, the roof of houses are carried away as wind has enormous energy. While walking on the street, sometimes we feel wind pushes us because wind has energy. Clothes hung up to dry will flutter when the wind blows. Kites fly in the sky. Coconut trees swing in strong wind. Next, air pollution. What is air pollution? Air is polluted by the smoke released by factories, automobiles, burning of substances and crackers, mixing chemicals, dust, microorganisms which are harmful to man and other organisms into air is called as air pollution. Let us see some measures to prevent air pollution. Preventing the mixing up of chemical waste discharged by factories with air. Using gaseous fuel instead of coal, diesel and petrol. Designing emission control systems. Using public transport. Avoiding burning of substances near civilian areas. Children, here ends your 6th chapter. Thank you.